Number 1. This 1959 Dodge Coronet, offered at $18,500 and located in Sylvania, Ohio, is presented as a well-preserved and very usable classic that combines originality with carefully updated mechanical reliability, making it appealing both as a collector piece and as a car meant to be driven. With a documented 41,000 miles showing, it reflects the kind of low-use history enthusiasts look for when shopping for late 1950s Mopars that have not been heavily modified or worn out. The seller describes the car as clean inside and out, and while there is some exterior paint damage, it is characterized as cosmetic rather than structural, allowing the Coronet to retain its honest vintage appearance without hiding under a recent repaint. The fact that it starts easily and drives very well reinforces that this is not a dormant showpiece, but a classic that has been actively kept in running, roadworthy condition. Under the hood, this Coronet is powered by the correct 326 cubic inch poly engine, a distinctive Mopar V8 known for its durability and torque, which gives the car both period authenticity and a smooth, confident driving character. To support reliable operation, several critical mechanical systems have been recently refreshed, including a rebuilt carburetor that ensures proper fuel delivery and stable running. The water pump has been replaced, helping to maintain proper cooling, while a brand new battery provides dependable starting. These updates are important for a car of this age, as they reduce the risk of common vintage car issues and make the vehicle more enjoyable for both short cruises and longer drives. The braking and fuel systems have also received significant attention, further setting this Coronet apart from many classics that still rely on tired original components. The entire brake system has been completely rebuilt, with all-wheel cylinders replaced and a new master brake cylinder installed, greatly improving safety and stopping confidence. In addition, the fuel system benefits from a new fuel tank, eliminating concerns about rust, contamination, or leaks that often plague older vehicles. Combined with the new tires, these updates mean the car is not only attractive but also mechanically sorted in the areas that matter most for dependable, everyday usability. Inside and out, the car is described as clean, giving the impression of a well-cared-for interior that complements the car's classic exterior presence. While the paint shows some age and wear, nothing is noted as critical, which allows the next owner the choice of enjoying it as a nicely patinated original or investing in a fresh finish if a more show-quality appearance is desired. Overall, this 1959 Dodge Coronet stands out as a low-mileage, mechanically refreshed classic that still retains its authentic character, offering a rare combination of originality, usability, and solid investment potential for anyone looking to own and enjoy a true late 1950s American automobile. Number 2. This 1967 Chevrolet Caprice Custom, offered at $12,000 and located in Ontario, New York, is presented as a very solid and highly optioned full-size classic that blends luxury, performance potential, and strong structural integrity in a desirable package. Originally a California car, it benefits from a dry climate history that typically results in far less corrosion, which is reflected in the seller's description of it as being very solid overall. The car is said to run and drive, making it a usable project rather than a dormant restoration, and its upscale Caprice Custom trim places it at the top of Chevrolet's full-size lineup for 1967. With factory bucket seats, a center console, air conditioning, and a tilt steering wheel, it offers a level of comfort and convenience that was considered premium for its era and is still highly appealing today. From a drivetrain standpoint, this Caprice retains some of its most important original components, including its original turbohydromatic 400 automatic transmission and a 12-bolt rear end, both of which are highly sought after for their strength and compatibility with higher performance engine combinations. It is currently equipped with a 350 cubic inch engine, although the seller notes that it may have originally been a big block car, which adds an interesting layer of potential for restorers or enthusiasts looking to return it to its factory configuration. The combination of the TH412-bolt rear already provides a strong foundation for anything from a comfortable cruiser to a powerful street machine. The fact that the car runs and drives means it can be evaluated, enjoyed, and improved incrementally rather than requiring a full teardown just to get it on the road. The body is described as very solid, with the only notable issue being a light hit to the right rear, which has already been roughed in, indicating that the damage has been addressed to a basic structural and visual level. This kind of localized repair is far more manageable than widespread rust or frame damage and gives the next owner a straightforward path to perfecting the exterior if a higher level of finish is desired. As a former California car, the underlying sheet metal and structure are likely in better condition than many examples that spent their lives in harsher climates, making it a strong candidate for either restoration or tasteful customization. Overall, this 1967 Caprice Custom represents a rare opportunity to acquire a big, comfortable, and well-optioned Chevrolet with a strong mechanical foundation and significant upside. The combination of factory luxury features, heavy-duty drivetrain components, and a solid body makes it especially attractive to buyers who want a full-size classic that can be driven, shown, or built into something more performance-oriented. Offered at $12,000 or best offer with serious inquiries only, it stands as a compelling and versatile project that retains both its original character and the potential to become an impressive finished car. Number 3. This 1972 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme, offered at $10,000 and located in Louisville, Ohio, is presented as a highly original and very well-preserved classic sedan that stands out for its low mileage and strong mechanical condition. With just 48,671 original miles, it reflects a life of careful ownership and limited use, which is increasingly rare for cars of this era. The seller states that it runs and drives great, positioning it as a turnkey classic that can be enjoyed immediately rather than a dormant project. As a Cutlass Supreme, it carries one of Oldsmobile's most popular and upscale trim levels from the early 1970s, known for combining smooth ride quality with refined styling. Mechanically, this Cutlass has already received several important service updates that enhance its reliability and day-to-day usability. The carburetor has been rebuilt, ensuring proper fuel delivery and stable running, while the master brake cylinder has been replaced, improving braking safety and responsiveness. A recent tune-up and a new battery further support dependable starting and smooth operation, giving confidence that the car is not just a low-mile survivor, but one that has been properly maintained. These upgrades allow the next owner to focus more on enjoying the car rather than immediately addressing overdue mechanical work. Comfort and originality are key highlights of this example, with working air conditioning that adds real-world drivability, especially for a classic sedan meant to be used on the street. The presence of the original spare tire is another small but meaningful detail that points to how complete and carefully preserved this Cutlass has been over the years. These survivor-type touches are valued by collectors who appreciate authenticity and completeness, especially in a model that was so popular but is now far harder to find in such unmodified, low-mileage condition. Overall, this 1972 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme offers a compelling blend of originality, comfort, and mechanical readiness that makes it suitable both for collectors and for enthusiasts who simply want a reliable vintage cruiser. Its low original mileage, strong running condition, and documented updates provide peace of mind, while its classic Oldsmobile styling and smooth road manners make it an appealing piece of American automotive history. At $10,000, it represents a well-kept, honest example of a Cutlass Supreme that is ready to be enjoyed now and appreciated for years to come. Number 4. This 1975 Ford Granada LX sedan, offered at $6,500 and located in Branchville, New Jersey, is presented as a clean and very honest mid-1970s American sedan that stands out for its low mileage and rust-free condition. With 79,000 miles showing, it reflects moderate and sensible use over its lifetime, which is increasingly rare for a car of this era that was often treated as basic transportation. The seller notes that the body is clean with no rust, an especially important factor for vehicles from the 1970s that were commonly exposed to harsh weather and road salt. This makes it an appealing starting point for anyone looking for a solid, straight classic that has not been compromised by corrosion. Under the hood, this Granada is equipped with a V8 engine, giving it a level of performance and smoothness that goes well beyond what many people expect from a compact, luxury-oriented sedan of the period. The car is described as running and driving good, meaning it is not just a parked project but a vehicle that can be driven, tested, and enjoyed right away. This kind of operational condition allows a new owner to evaluate the car in real-world use and make improvements gradually rather than facing an immediate full mechanical restoration. The V8 powertrain also makes it a more interesting and desirable example compared to smaller engine versions. From a structural and cosmetic standpoint, the clean, rust-free body is one of this car's biggest strengths. A solid shell provides a strong foundation whether the goal is to preserve it as a survivor, restore it to a higher level, or customize it into a unique street cruiser. Because rust repair is often one of the most expensive and time-consuming parts of any classic car project, starting with a body that is already free of corrosion significantly increases the value and practicality of this Granada. Its straight, clean exterior allows the focus to remain on enjoyment and refinement rather than major metalwork. Overall, this 1975 Ford Granada LX sedan offers a rare combination of low mileage, V8 power, and a clean, rust-free body in an affordable classic package. It is positioned as a simple, usable vintage car that can be driven and enjoyed immediately, while still offering plenty of potential for further detailing or personalization. At $6,500, it represents a solid opportunity for anyone seeking a dependable and distinctive 1970s American sedan with good fundamentals and real road-ready condition. Number 5. This 1950 Ford Crown Victoria, offered at $24,800 and located in Chesapeake, Virginia, is presented as a fully turnkey classic coupe that combines originality with carefully selected upgrades, making it both collectible and immediately enjoyable to drive. The seller states that it has a clear title in hand and is ready to be driven, positioning it as a true road-ready vintage Ford rather than a project. Described as all original with no rust anywhere, it stands out as a remarkably clean example for a car of this age, offering the kind of solid, uncorroded body that collectors and restorers value most. Its overall condition suggests a vehicle that has been well preserved and thoughtfully maintained rather than heavily altered. Power comes from a flathead V8 engine paired with a 3-speed manual transmission equipped with overdrive, delivering the smooth and characterful driving experience that made early post-war Fords so popular. The engine is said to run smoothly, and the car has been upgraded to a 12-volt electrical system, which improves reliability and makes it easier to support modern accessories while still retaining its vintage character. This combination of original drivetrain layout with a sensible electrical upgrade strikes a balance between authenticity and real-world usability, allowing the car to be driven confidently on today's roads. A wide range of recent mechanical and supporting components have been replaced to ensure dependable operation and reduce the need for immediate maintenance. The list of new items includes a new carburetor, a new 12-volt battery, a new electric fan, a new exhaust system, all new hoses, and a new radiator, all of which contribute to better cooling, fuel delivery, and overall reliability. It also rides on all new tires and is equipped with a new 12-volt generator, further reinforcing that the car has been set up to be driven and enjoyed rather than just stored or displayed. Cosmetically, this Ford benefits from excellent chrome that has already been redone, giving the exterior a bright, high-quality finish that complements its classic lines. With its rust-free body, strong-running flathead V8, and long list of fresh components, it offers a rare opportunity to own a post-war Ford that looks right, runs right, and requires no major immediate work. Overall, this 1950 Crown Victoria represents a carefully kept and thoughtfully updated classic that provides both nostalgic charm and the confidence to take it out on the road whenever desired. Number 6. This 1977 Dodge Aspen, offered at $7,950 and located in Chesapeake, Virginia, is presented as a rare and well-equipped V8 example that combines strong originality with everyday drivability in a very appealing late 1970s Mopar package. The seller highlights it as a factory air-conditioned car, a desirable option that adds real comfort and usability, especially in a classic that is meant to be driven. It is described as running and driving great, making it a turnkey vintage sedan rather than a stalled project, and it comes with a clear title in hand for a smooth and straightforward transfer to the next owner. Under the hood sits a 318 cubic inch V8, a proven and durable Mopar engine known for its smooth power delivery and long-term reliability. The car is equipped with power steering and power brakes, which significantly improve the driving experience and make it far easier to enjoy on modern roads. It has also just been serviced and fitted with a new battery and new brakes, meaning some of the most important maintenance items have already been handled. These updates allow the next owner to drive and enjoy the Aspen immediately without needing to address basic mechanical needs right away. Inside, the interior is described as being in excellent shape, reflecting careful ownership and preservation over the years. Features such as the factory air conditioning and the AM/FM radio add to the period-correct comfort and make it a pleasant cruiser for both short trips and longer drives. The overall condition of the cabin supports the idea that this car has not been abused or stripped, but instead kept largely intact and well cared for, which is becoming increasingly uncommon for late 1970s vehicles. On the outside, the original paint is said to be in great shape, and the vinyl top is also reported to be in excellent condition, giving the car a strong, authentic appearance that reflects its era. Original finishes in this kind of condition are especially appealing to enthusiasts who value authenticity over restoration. With its rare combination of AV8, factory air conditioning, solid cosmetics, and good mechanical condition, this 1977 Dodge Aspen represents a distinctive and increasingly hard-to-find classic that offers both character and practicality at a reasonable asking price. Number 7. This 1969 Chevrolet van, offered at $10,000 and located in Marble Falls, Texas, is presented as a sweet old-school short wheelbase custom that blends classic panel van style with extensive modern mechanical and comfort upgrades. It is positioned as an ongoing project that can already be driven and enjoyed, which makes it far more appealing than a van that is still stuck in the build stage. The seller emphasizes that it runs, drives, and stops as it should, giving confidence that the core mechanical systems are in working order and ready for real-world use. With its unique personality and period-correct custom touches, it stands out as a rolling project with both character and strong potential. The drivetrain has been thoroughly modernized with a brand-new GM 350 crate engine from Jegs paired to a new TCI automatic transmission, providing reliable V8 power and smooth shifting. Power is delivered through a new 3.08 ratio Posey rear end, which balances cruising comfort with strong acceleration, making the van more enjoyable on both city streets and highways. These major components alone represent a significant investment and form a strong, dependable foundation for the build. Combined with painless wiring that is about 90% complete, the electrical and mechanical backbone of this van has already been addressed in a way that supports long-term reliability. Inside, the van features a number of custom and comfort-oriented upgrades that give it a unique and usable interior. A digital dash provides modern-style information, while a 1958 Impala steering wheel adds a distinctive vintage touch. The electric seats improve comfort and convenience, and a non-television mounted on the wall behind the driver creates a true retro cruiser or show van atmosphere. Climate control has also been thoughtfully considered, with a window air conditioning unit mounted in the roof along with an electric RV-style exhaust fan, helping to keep the interior livable even in warm weather. Cosmetically, the van has new paint that the seller notes needs some attention, but it is described as something that can be slicked out easily rather than a major body issue. The tires have less than 50 miles on them, meaning they are essentially new and ready for plenty of driving. Overall, this 1969 Chevrolet van represents a rare opportunity to own a heavily upgraded, drivable custom with a strong mechanical foundation, unique interior features, and the flexibility to continue refining it into a truly standout old-school street machine. Number 8. This 1964 Ford Galaxie 500 convertible, offered at $25,000 and located in Knoxville, Maryland, is presented as a beautiful daily driver that has benefited from a recent restoration while still retaining its original character and charm. As a full-size convertible from Ford's early 1960s lineup, it combines elegant styling with open-top cruising appeal, making it especially desirable among classic car enthusiasts. The seller describes it as being in excellent mechanical condition with no rust, which is one of the most important qualities for a convertible of this era, where structural integrity is critical. Its condition suggests a car that is ready to be driven and enjoyed, rather than one that needs to be brought back from neglect. Under the hood sits a 352 cubic inch V8, a well-regarded Ford engine known for its smooth power delivery and strong low-end torque, making it perfectly suited for a large, comfortable cruiser like the Galaxie. This engine provides the kind of effortless performance that makes highway driving and relaxed cruising a pleasure. The mechanical condition is described as excellent, reinforcing that the restoration work was not just cosmetic, but focused on making the car function as well as it looks. This allows the next owner to enjoy the car as a true daily driver without the constant worry of mechanical issues that often come with older convertibles. One of the standout features of this Galaxie is its power-operated convertible top, which adds both convenience and a sense of luxury that defined these cars when they were new. The interior is noted to be original and in great shape, a rare and appealing combination that speaks to careful preservation and quality materials. Original interiors in this condition are increasingly hard to find and add a great deal of authenticity and value, especially in a recently restored vehicle where so many components are often replaced. Overall, this 1964 Ford Galaxie 500 convertible offers a compelling mix of originality, restoration quality, and everyday usability. With its rust-free body, strong-running 352 V8, power top, and well-preserved interior, it stands out as a classic that can be enjoyed regularly while still holding its own at shows or weekend cruises. At $25,000, it represents a well-sorted and attractive open-top Ford that delivers both nostalgic appeal and practical drivability. Number 9. This 1951 Fraser Standard, offered at $2,500 and located in Franklinville, New Jersey, is presented as a complete and increasingly rare post-war American sedan that is now being offered as a straightforward restoration project with strong visual appeal and honest potential. Fraser automobiles are far less common than their Ford, Chevrolet, or Plymouth counterparts, which makes this an especially interesting find for collectors who enjoy owning something different from the mainstream. The seller notes that the car is complete and that it has been running in their ownership, giving confidence that it is not simply a shell or parts car, but a viable basis for a proper revival. Mechanically, some important work has already been done to move this Fraser in the right direction. The master brake cylinder has been replaced, an essential safety component that often fails after decades of sitting, and the fuel system has been upgraded with a 6-volt electric fuel pump conversion, helping to ensure more reliable fuel delivery. These updates suggest that the car has not been ignored, but rather actively worked on to get it operating again. Even though it will need to be towed, having already run under its own power makes it a far better project than a car with an unknown or seized drivetrain. The body and paint are described as being in nice condition overall, with the only noted need being a buffing and polishing to bring the finish back to its full shine. This is a valuable advantage, as cosmetic presentation can often be one of the most expensive parts of any restoration. Starting with a car that already looks good from a distance allows the next owner to focus their budget on mechanical sorting and fine detailing rather than major bodywork and repainting. For a rare 1951 Fraser, this level of exterior preservation adds meaningful value and appeal. As a project, this Fraser is clearly aimed at someone serious about bringing a unique piece of early 1950s automotive history back to life. Its completeness, recent mechanical attention, and attractive paint make it a strong candidate for restoration or sympathetic recommissioning. At $2,500, it represents a very affordable entry into a rare and distinctive classic that offers both individuality and the satisfaction of reviving something few others on the road will ever have. Number 10. This 1961 Chevrolet Impala Bubble Top, offered at $42,000 and located in Westland, Michigan, is presented as a very nicely kept example of one of the most iconic and visually striking full-size Chevrolets of the early 1960s. The bubble-top roofline is especially sought after for its sleek, airy design and rarity, making this Impala particularly appealing to collectors and enthusiasts alike. The seller notes that the car is in very nice shape overall, positioning it as a vehicle that has already been cared for and can be enjoyed immediately rather than a project requiring major work. Its proximity to the Detroit-Windsor border further highlights its availability for cross-border buyers who may be familiar with these cars and their history. Powering this Impala is a 350 cubic inch small-block Chevrolet engine, a popular and proven upgrade that provides improved reliability and performance compared to the original power plants while still keeping the car firmly within the Chevrolet family. It is paired with a 2-speed automatic transmission, delivering smooth and relaxed cruising that suits the character of a full-size Impala. The car is also equipped with dual Flowmaster exhausts, which give it a deeper, more aggressive tone while maintaining drivability. Power steering and power brakes are included as well, making this classic much easier and more comfortable to handle on today's roads. Driver comfort and convenience have also been thoughtfully addressed, with the addition of a tilt steering wheel that allows for a more relaxed and customized driving position. These kinds of upgrades enhance the usability of the car without detracting from its classic appeal, making it suitable not just for shows but for real driving and long cruises. The combination of modernized drivetrain components and classic styling gives this Impala a balanced personality, offering both nostalgia and practical enjoyment. Overall, this 1961 Impala bubble top represents a high-quality, well-sorted example of one of Chevrolet's most beloved designs. Its strong-running 350 small block, desirable body style, and comfort-oriented features make it a standout among early 1960s full-size cars. At $42,000, it is positioned as a premium but justified offering for buyers seeking a distinctive and ready-to-enjoy Impala that delivers both visual impact and dependable performance. Number 11. This 1976 Cadillac Eldorado convertible, offered at $11,400 and located in Livingston, Tennessee, is presented as a very clean and well-kept example of one of the last great full-size American luxury convertibles, combining classic Cadillac presence with strong mechanical condition and tasteful updates. With 87,000 miles showing, it has lived a largely southern and warm climate life, having originally come from California before spending time in Florida and then Tennessee, a history that typically helps preserve body and structure. The car is described as very clean overall and comes with a clean title in hand, making it a straightforward and appealing purchase for anyone looking for a big, comfortable cruiser that is ready to be enjoyed. Under the hood sits Cadillac's legendary 500 cubic inch big block V8, an engine famous for its massive torque and smooth, effortless power delivery. The seller notes that the engine is very quiet and that the car runs and drives down the road well, comfortably cruising at 65 miles per hour on the highway. There is paperwork included for engine replacement and carburetor work, adding valuable documentation and reassurance about the quality of the drivetrain. A new alternator and battery have also been installed, further supporting reliable starting and charging for everyday driving. The car has been refreshed with several visual and mechanical upgrades that enhance both its appearance and usability. It rides on new Coker white wall tires, which give it a proper period-correct look, and it also features brand-new headlights for improved visibility and a cleaner front-end appearance. A modern audio setup has been discreetly added, with a radio located in the glove box and subwoofers in the rear, blending modern sound with classic style. For those looking for a more custom look, the seller notes that the car can also be sold with 22-inch wheels fitted with brand-new tires for the right price, offering flexibility depending on the buyer's taste. Inside, the interior has been redone, and the seats are described as being in amazing shape, which is especially important in a convertible where the cabin is constantly on display. The only cosmetic flaw mentioned is some clear coat peeling from sun exposure, a common issue on older paint that does not detract from the car's overall cleanliness and presence. With its strong-running 500 V8, refreshed interior, new tires, and solid mechanical condition, this 1976 Cadillac Eldorado convertible represents an excellent value in a true American luxury icon that is ready to cruise, show, and enjoy immediately. Number 12. This 1966 Chevrolet Caprice, offered at $45,000 and located in Butler, Indiana, is presented as a true survivor example that combines originality with desirable performance and luxury options, making it one of the most appealing full-size Chevrolets of its era. With 103,500 miles showing, it reflects a life of use rather than neglect, and its history as a Florida car suggests it has benefited from a warm, dry climate that helps preserve body and structure. Being described as a survivor indicates that much of the car's character and authenticity remain intact, which is highly valued by collectors who prefer originality over heavily restored or modified examples. Power comes from a 396 cubic inch big block engine fitted with a Holley carburetor, giving the Caprice strong performance to match its upscale image. The engine is said to run good, and it is paired with a turbo-hydromatic 400 automatic transmission, one of General Motors' strongest and most respected gearboxes. The presence of a center console with a floor shifter and factory-style bucket seats adds a sporty, driver-focused feel that is rarely seen in full-size luxury cars from this period. A 12-bolt Posey rear end further enhances the car's performance credentials, making it not just a cruiser but a genuinely capable big-body muscle-era Chevrolet. The car has been recently upgraded with new wheels and tires, giving it a fresh, confident stance while improving road manners and safety. Aside from a needed wiper motor, the seller notes that everything works, which is a strong statement for a nearly 60-year-old vehicle and suggests that the electrical, mechanical, and interior systems are largely intact and functional. This level of completeness and operability is a major advantage, as it allows the next owner to enjoy the car immediately while addressing only minor details. Overall, this 1966 Chevrolet Caprice represents a rare opportunity to own a big block, bucket seat, console-equipped survivor that blends performance, comfort, and originality in one impressive package. Offered for sale only and listed on behalf of the seller's brother, it stands as a premium but justifiable example for anyone seeking a distinctive and highly optioned mid-1960s Chevrolet that can be driven, shown, and appreciated for its authentic character. Number 13. This 1970 Chevrolet Chevelle SS, offered at $45,000 and located in Lowell, North Carolina, is presented as a real, authentic super sport that can be verified, making it an especially desirable and collectible muscle car even before considering the extensive high-performance build it has received. The car is described as being essentially rust-free aside from some minor surface rust on the underside, which is exceptional for a Chevelle of this era and gives it a strong structural foundation. It is currently about 99% complete, with only a few remaining items and the transmission tunnel needing to be finalized, but all of the parts to assemble it back as it was are included, making it a highly viable and exciting project rather than an uncertain gamble. At the heart of this Chevelle is a freshly built 496 cubic inch big block based on a brand new Merlin 4 cast block, with only 1 to 2 hours of runtime, meaning it is effectively a zero-mile engine. Internally, it features a scat-forged rotating assembly that has been internally balanced, Icon pistons with strong compression, and a Lunati solid roller cam, all topped with high-flow aluminum Bro-Dick cylinder heads designed to make serious power. The engine is equipped with direct-port fuel injection and digital timing control, allowing precise tuning of both fuel and ignition through a handheld controller that stays in the car. This level of modern engine management in a classic muscle car gives it the ability to be dialed in far more accurately than any carbureted setup while delivering extreme performance and reliability. Power is sent through an auto-gear 4-speed manual transmission with a supercase and Italian gears, widely regarded as one of the strongest and most durable Muncie-style 4-speeds available. A McLeod racing clutch and a hydraulic throw-out bearing further enhance the drivetrain, providing smooth engagement and the ability to handle the massive torque produced by the 496. Out back, the 12-bolt rear end was fully rebuilt about 7 years ago and fitted with a Yukon Posey and new gears, giving the car a strong, proven rear axle capable of putting all that power to the pavement without complaint. Although the car is not fully assembled at the moment, the reason is clearly explained, as the transmission tunnel had to be cut to accommodate the heavy-duty transmission case, and some air conditioning components such as the receiver, hoses, and expansion valve are still to be reinstalled. Importantly, the car had been assembled and running before the restoration work began, and the seller states that the parts are all present to return it to that condition. Overall, this 1970 Chevelle SS represents a rare opportunity to own a real super sport that has been transformed into an extreme, modernized muscle machine with a nearly new 496 big block, bulletproof drivetrain, rust-free body, and enormous performance potential for the next owner who finishes the final details and brings it fully back to life. Number 14. This 1966 Ford Mustang convertible, offered at $30,000 and located in Roxboro, North Carolina, is presented as a beautifully preserved and highly original example of one of the most iconic American cars ever built. As a true one-owner vehicle with a clean title, it carries a level of provenance and authenticity that is increasingly difficult to find in mid-1960s Mustangs, especially in convertible form. The car is described as clean and well kept, with a history of being garage stored and carefully cared for, which helps explain its strong overall condition. Finished in red with a white interior and a white convertible top, it delivers a timeless color combination that perfectly suits the classic Mustang body lines. From a usability standpoint, this Mustang is positioned as more than just a showpiece, as it is stated to run great and be ready for regular driving. A one-owner car that has been maintained and driven over the years often offers a level of mechanical familiarity and consistency that many multi-owner cars lack. This kind of continuous care tends to result in fewer shortcuts, fewer questionable repairs, and a more honest, well-preserved vehicle. For a buyer, this means a classic that can be enjoyed with confidence rather than one that needs to be immediately sorted out. The interior is finished in white, matching the white convertible top, and is described as being clean and well kept, reinforcing the idea that the car has been treated with respect and not subjected to neglect or abuse. Original cars in this kind of condition are especially appealing to collectors who value authenticity, as they offer a more accurate representation of what the Mustang was like when new. The bright red exterior paired with the white interior and top also makes this convertible a true head-turner, whether parked at a show or cruising down the road with the top down. Overall, this 1966 Ford Mustang convertible represents a rare opportunity to acquire a one-owner, clean-title classic that combines originality, strong presentation, and real-world drivability. Its well-documented ownership history, attractive color combination, and well-preserved condition make it suitable for collectors, weekend cruising, or classic car events. At $30,000, it stands as a compelling example of a true American icon that has been carefully maintained and is ready to be enjoyed by its next caretaker. Number 15. This 1972 Chevrolet Nova, offered at $34,900 and located in Milford, Delaware, is presented as a very clean and well-documented example of one of Chevrolet's most popular compact muscle-era platforms, combining originality with strong street usability. With 80,000 documented miles showing, it carries a level of credibility and authenticity that adds real value for buyers who care about a car's history as much as its appearance. Although it wears SS badging and an SS-style hood, it is powered by its numbers-matching 307 cubic inch small block, making it an honest and correctly represented car rather than a falsely claimed factory SS. The seller notes that it runs and drives great, positioning it as a car that can be enjoyed immediately without needing mechanical sorting. The drivetrain consists of the original numbers-matching 307 small block Chevrolet engine paired with an automatic transmission, providing smooth and dependable performance that suits both cruising and everyday driving. Power steering is included, making it easy to handle and maneuver, while the manual brakes retain a more traditional driving feel that many classic car enthusiasts appreciate. This combination gives the Nova a balance between classic character and practical usability, allowing it to be driven comfortably while still delivering the authentic early 1970s Chevrolet experience. Cosmetically, the car is described as very clean, which suggests a well-cared-for body and interior that present nicely without the need for immediate restoration. The SS badging and hood give it the aggressive look that many buyers want from a Nova of this era, even though it remains mechanically true to its original configuration. Being offered through a dealership, One Stop Auto Shop, with a full address provided in Milford, Delaware, also adds a layer of professionalism and convenience, especially for buyers who may be shopping from out of state. In addition to the car's condition and documentation, practical options such as trade-ins and transport or shipping availability make this Nova easier to purchase and move, expanding its appeal beyond local buyers. Overall, this 1972 Chevrolet Nova represents a clean, honest, and well-documented classic that blends original numbers-matching drivetrain components with strong cosmetic presentation and everyday drivability. At $34,900, it stands as a well-sorted example for anyone looking to own a desirable early 1970s Nova that is ready to be driven and enjoyed. Number 16. This 1961 Ford Falcon Pro Touring Restomod, offered at $44,500 and located in Huntingdon, Pennsylvania, is presented as a professionally built, modernized hot rod that combines classic early 1960s Falcon styling with the performance, handling, and reliability of a contemporary sports car. The body is described as laser straight with a professional-grade base coat and clear coat pearl paint that has been polished to a mirror finish, and the underside is said to be extremely clean with zero rust. With only about 200 test and tune miles since completion, it represents a freshly finished build that has been sorted just enough to prove itself without being worn or used up. Power comes from a rebuilt 4.6-liter Cobra engine equipped with Holley fuel injection, paired to a Tremec 5-speed manual transmission with a center-force clutch, giving the car a true modern muscle car driving experience. A Ford 9-inch rear end with 3.73 Posey gears puts the power to the pavement, while a Moroso deep aluminum oil pan, cold air intake, and a large 4-core aluminum radiator that keeps temperatures around 160 degrees ensure durability and consistent performance. The digital engine management system includes a computer diagnostic module mounted in the glove box, allowing precise tuning and monitoring that far surpasses any original 1961 drivetrain. The chassis and suspension have been completely re-engineered for serious handling and braking capability. It features a Heights front end with tubular A-arms, adjustable ladder bar rear suspension, and 4-corner coilover shocks, giving it a planted, modern road feel. Power steering and 4-wheel disc brakes make it easy and confident to drive in traffic or on winding roads, while a sway bar, dual exhaust with an X-pipe exiting the rear, and all-new brake and fuel lines complete the mechanical transformation. A custom 20-gallon fuel cell with a working gauge and a painless wiring harness with a modern fuse panel ensure both safety and reliability. Inside, the Falcon is just as thoroughly updated, featuring a custom leather interior, power windows, all-tinted glass, autometer gauges, and a tilt steering column for comfort and style. The firewall and inner fenders have been smoothed and painted to match the exterior, giving the engine bay a show-quality appearance, while an emergency brake has been properly installed for street legality and practicality. Like new Cobra wheels finish off the aggressive, contemporary look. Overall, this 1961 Falcon is described as running and driving like a modern Mustang, offering exceptional handling, strong performance, and high build quality in a distinctive classic package that stands out both on the road and at any show. Number 17. This 1969 Chevrolet Camaro, offered at $59,900 and located in Homer City, Pennsylvania, is presented as a well-built and aggressively styled first-generation Camaro that blends classic muscle car character with carefully selected performance and cosmetic upgrades. Finished in a striking black cherry exterior with a flat black hockey stripe and a cowl induction hood, it delivers a bold, period-correct appearance that immediately stands out. The color-matched front bumper, chrome rear bumper, black lower air dam, and factory-style mirrors complete a look that is both clean and purposeful, giving the car strong visual presence whether it is parked or in motion. Under the hood sits a 327 cubic inch small-block Chevrolet engine topped with an aluminum intake and a Holley 4-barrel carburetor with an electric choke, providing strong throttle response and dependable street performance. The engine uses a stock-style ignition system with distributor, coil, and mechanical fuel pump, paired with a steel radiator and an electric cooling fan to keep temperatures under control. It is backed by a Muncie M21 4-speed manual transmission, delivering the direct, engaging driving experience that muscle car enthusiasts seek. A GM 10-bolt Posey rear end with 3.50 gears puts the power down effectively, giving the Camaro strong acceleration while still being usable on the street. The suspension and braking systems have been set up to provide both performance and drivability. It features tubular upper and lower control arms and a 1-inch front sway bar, which help improve handling and reduce body roll compared to factory components. Power steering and power brakes make it comfortable to drive, while front disc brakes and rear drum brakes provide confident stopping power. The car rides on 15-inch wheels wrapped in Cooper Cobra radial GT tires, with 235/60 R15 in front and wider 275/60 R15 in the rear, giving it a muscular stance and plenty of grip. Inside, the Camaro features a black vinyl interior with front bucket seats, a rear bench seat, seat belts, and black carpeting, creating a clean and classic cockpit that fits the car's muscle car theme. A Kenwood radio adds modern audio capability without overpowering the vintage feel. Finishing touches such as billet pulleys, and valve covers, dual 2.5-inch exhaust with Flowmaster mufflers, and polished exhaust tips underline the car's performance-oriented build. Overall, this 1969 Camaro offers a compelling combination of iconic first-generation styling, a strong small-block and 4-speed drivetrain, and tasteful upgrades that make it equally suited for cruising, showing, or spirited driving. Number 18. This 1961 Chrysler 300G, offered at $49,000 and located in Fredericksburg, Virginia, is presented as a striking and well-documented example of one of Chrysler's most prestigious letter series performance luxury cars, finished in rare Mardi Gras red with a special factory-correct 888 black interior. The 300G was known for combining high-performance engineering with refined luxury, and this example is positioned as a true driver that can be confidently taken on long road trips. The seller notes that the doors close solid and like new, and that the power windows operate excellent, reinforcing the impression of a car that feels tight, well-sorted, and properly maintained rather than loose or worn out. The engine was rebuilt 0.060 over by Rinaldi Racing in Maine, a respected performance engine builder, adding credibility and value to the mechanical condition of the car. It starts easily, idles smoothly, and shifts into gear without stalling even at relatively low idle speeds, indicating a properly tuned and healthy drivetrain. The dual carburetors have been tuned and adjusted, and the temperature is reported to remain consistent with no overheating even during summer driving, which is critical for a big, high-performance, early 1960s V8. The transmission has also been rebuilt, and the distributor, alternator, plugs, and tune-up components have all been addressed, giving the car a strong and reliable mechanical foundation. A significant amount of thoughtful maintenance and restoration work has been performed over the last couple of years, including replacement of hoses and belts, rebuilding the alternator to a 40-amp output, installing new tires, and repairing gauge lighting including the pointers. The subframe was removed, media blasted, and refinished in matte black, which is a major piece of work that adds both structural integrity and cosmetic appeal underneath. Paperwork and documentation for the engine rebuild and much of the car's service history are included, giving the next owner valuable insight into the quality and depth of the work that has been done. Cosmetically, the car was originally white but now wears Mardi Gras red, and while the paint presents well overall, the seller is honest about some flaws, including a few areas of blistering from rust, mainly around the rocker panels. Importantly, there is no other rust underneath, which is a critical factor for a unibody Chrysler of this era. There is also a moderate vibration around 25 miles per hour during acceleration that may be addressed with an upgraded driveshaft, but this is disclosed openly and does not detract from the car's overall drivability. Taken as a whole, this 1961 Chrysler 300G stands out as a powerful, stylish, and well-maintained letter car that offers both performance and comfort, making it an excellent candidate for a collector who wants a classic that can truly be driven and enjoyed. Number 19. This 1971 Chevrolet Camaro, offered at $36,500 and located in Girard, Ohio, is presented as a highly upgraded and very well-finished second-generation Camaro that delivers strong performance, modernized driving manners, and excellent overall condition. Although it is not a factory Z28, it is built as a Z28 style clone, giving it the aggressive look and road presence enthusiasts expect from one of Chevrolet's most iconic muscle cars. The paint is described as very, very nice, and the frame, floors, and trunk are all reported to be excellent, which is a critical factor for any early 1970s F-body and adds confidence in the car's structural integrity. Under the hood sits a 383 cubic inch stroker engine fitted with aluminum cylinder heads, providing significantly more power and efficiency than a stock small block. It is paired with an overdrive automatic transmission, allowing for both strong acceleration and relaxed highway cruising. Out back, a 10-bolt Posey rear end with 3.73 gears helps put that power to the pavement effectively, making the car both quick off the line and responsive in real-world driving. The seller notes stacks of receipts for the upgrades, which adds transparency and documentation to support the quality and depth of the build. The chassis and braking systems have been extensively improved, featuring a Hotchkiss sport suspension for sharper handling and better control. The car is equipped with power steering and power disc brakes, and it has four-wheel disc brakes, giving it stopping power and driver confidence that far exceed what these cars had from the factory. A new brake booster has been installed, further enhancing brake feel and reliability. New chrome American racing wheels and new tires give the Camaro a fresh, aggressive stance while improving grip and overall road manners. Inside and out, the Camaro is set up to be both functional and enjoyable, with all lights and gauges reported to work as they should and a fire extinguisher mounted in the rear for added safety. The dual exhaust is described as sounding great, contributing to the car's muscle car character without sacrificing drivability. With a clean title, assistance available for shipping, and the option for trades, this 1971 Camaro represents a well-rounded, thoroughly upgraded muscle car that combines strong performance, excellent condition, and everyday usability in a very attractive package at its $36,500 cash price. Number 20. This 1963 Mercury Comet two-door, offered at $1,200 and located in Canton, Texas, is presented as a complete and very affordable classic project that offers an excellent entry point into early 1960s compact cars with real vintage character. The seller describes it as a great little project car that is all there, which is one of the most important factors when evaluating a low-budget restoration candidate. It comes with a clean title, original keys, and lots of paperwork, giving the next owner both legal clarity and useful documentation to support the car's history and future restoration. Mechanically, the Comet is not currently running, as it has been sitting for a long time, but the engine is reported to spin over, which is an encouraging sign that it is not seized. This suggests that the core drivetrain is still viable and may be brought back to life with the proper attention, making it a far more attractive project than one with a locked-up engine. Because it will need to be trailered, the buyer can approach the recommissioning process methodically, addressing fuel, ignition, cooling, and braking systems at their own pace rather than trying to drive a neglected car home. From a completeness standpoint, this Mercury stands out as being intact, which is especially valuable for a car in this price range. Having the original keys and the car being all there reduces the time and expense of tracking down missing or hard-to-find parts. Early Comets share many components with the Ford Falcon, so parts availability is generally good, making this an even more practical choice for a hands-on enthusiast or someone looking for a budget-friendly classic to bring back to life. Overall, this 1963 Mercury Comet represents a simple, honest, and very inexpensive way to get into a true early 1960s American classic. With its clean title, complete condition, and engine that still turns over, it offers a solid foundation for restoration or customization. At just $1,200, it is positioned as a no-nonsense project that rewards effort and enthusiasm with the opportunity to create a unique and charming vintage car. Thank you for watching this video featuring 20 cheap classic cars for sale from the marketplace. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to Cheap Classic Cars for more great finds. And if you know someone who loves classic cars as much as you do, be sure to share this video with them too. See you in the next one.